Hi guys, and thanks for coming to my GoFundMe page. Um, so it's really hard to explain what POTS and dysautonomia is and the sympathetic nervous system and how that works when it's not working. Also, autonomic failure. I have all of these, and the problem is I've been to some of the best doctors in America, and they would love to help me, and they have tried to help me with certain medications and not a whole lot of medications because they don't really know how to handle it. I can't handle medications very well. They keep telling me that there's no hope for me and that just deal with it and live with it, and I can't do that. I refuse to just step down. I deal with a lot of very deadly symptoms. I've gone into shock a couple times. I had a ischemic heart attack from singing a song. I have about 80 different symptoms that I experience within 4 or 5 days. And some of them aren't dangerous, they're just very debilitating, and some of them are dangerous, like when my blood pressure suddenly decides to drop down into the 50s, over the 30s, and no doctor can help raise it because I can't take blood pressure pills, because as soon as I stand up, my blood pressure shoots up to like 170, along with my heart rate whenever I move or talk. My heart rate goes into tachycardia, sort of like if you were running on a treadmill for a while and you got your heart rate up to like 180, maybe 160. My heart rate goes up to 200 a lot of times just from standing up, and that causes a lot of other symptoms, blood pressure symptoms. It causes me to faint. It causes parts of my body to start turning colors, white or blue. So let me just try to explain a little bit. So POTS in itself is just a syndrome relating to another disease, and basically my blood pools to my legs when I stand up, but it doesn't come back up. In normal people, that normally just happens. When you stand up, your blood comes right back up to fill up all your organs up here so that you don't like pass out or die or anything. Mine stays down, and the pain that causes and the sorry, the passing out and turning blue, having blue lips. There's no oxygen in my brain when that happens. It's very low oxygen, so it causes seizures and severe brain fog to where I'm like out of it. I don't even know what's going on around me. There's so many symptoms, and right now what I'm going through is, okay, mine has been progressive. Okay, it started 8 years ago with a stomach problem, then turned into heart problems, and then turned into full POTS where I was fainting and blacking out and turning blue. And now it's affecting my adrenals. I just found out through testing I got that it is my sympathetic nervous system that is failing. Your sympathetic nervous system, there's two parts to your nervous system. There is the parasympathetic, and then there's the sympathetic. The sympathetic part of your nervous system is what controls fight and flight response. The parasympathetic is what comes in to calm it down. and both working together regulate the body with what it needs when it needs it. Unfortunately for me, I'm in constant fight and flight mode. So it's now affecting my adrenals and making my adrenals severely overactive. I've gone into shock twice from it. Sorry, I have a little cold. I was hospitalized and I got a infection from the hospital, but so the I have brain fog, I'm sorry. The sympathetic, yeah. So I went into shock a couple of times from that, and it usually just goes away. It usually only comes on my menstrual, but now it's just constantly there. And now what it's doing is it's shutting down my digestive tract, because when you're like about to kick someone's butt, you know what I mean? You're in a fight with somebody and you got that adrenaline moving through you. What actually happens is the blood goes away from your intestinal and stomach region to provide more blood for the rest of your body, and it starts clotting. The digestive system shuts down, so basically whatever I eat and drink, sometimes I just throw it up. Right now I'm on a liquid diet. I don't really know how that's going to last and how healthy that is for me, because I also have PKU. I'm trying to get nutrients in and it's just not working. My mouth is severely dry all the time, but anyway. So right now I'm taking the lowest dose of lorazepam, and it is helping. That's the only meds I take. I have meds for nausea that I don't take because it has phenylalanine in it, and that goes with my PKU, and I can't have that. So there's this POTS center. It's a POTS treatment center in Dallas, Texas. I was always really, really skeptical about it, and I had a friend that also is going through what I'm going through, and she was really weirded out by it too, and she finally decided to just do it. And she has her life back, and she was wheelchair bound. It's a 2-week course, and you can do it at home. They send you all the equipment, and you can talk to the doctors online and counselors online face-to-face that way. That way I don't have to go to Texas, because I can't afford to do that. But it seems to be fixing everyone's problems. And I know it sounds weird, but at the same time, it's the only thing that's working out there. There are a few more pot centers around, but this one is more closer to where I live, and sorry, I feel like I'm gonna faint. Sorry. Okay, so this pot center would be my last hope. I'm trying so hard, and I don't like to ask people for anything. I need a little help with this. I was a nurse and I lost my job due to these health problems, and there's no doctors around that can help me here, and the doctors there have made it their entire lives to study POTS and dysautonomia and the sympathetic nervous system, and they seem to have a way to make it, tailor it to patient to patient. And this is my last hope. Sorry, I'm a little emotional about it. It's always emotional. I've been through a lot. My mom has been through a lot taking care of me. And it's really weird, you know. It's like I used to be this adventurous, beautiful woman who sang like an angel and had goals in life and dreams, and I don't even know who I am anymore. And I know that I probably can't be that person again, but I just need to find myself under all this. And I'm sorry. There's several times where I almost just totally gave up with depression and even suicidal. Not because I wanted to die, just because what are you gonna do? You can't fix it, and that's how bad the suffering has been. It's been really bad. And so I'm trying to stay positive, and this is kind of a long video, but it needs to be heard and it needs to be said. And there's so many other people out there going through this, and it's terrible. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. So I'm just asking for a little help. I need $7,000 to do this treatment, and they guarantee it. And everybody I've talked to that went ahead and got it done, it fixed their lives. I just want to be able to bathe myself again, to be able to go to a store, to eat food, to do laundry, like just simple things I can't do. And thank you so much for watching this all the way through. Sorry about the sappiness. It's just, it's really a lot for me. Anyone that donates, even if it's $5, like, thank you. Like, that's amazing. Like you don't know how grateful I am for anything, just anything, even if you don't donate and you just share this, that I would be forever grateful. I'm really bad at marketing this stuff, but yeah, thank you so very much for listening to this long video, and thank you so very much for your donations.